Hey everybody, I hope we're live. Well, that was the craziest thing. Tonight, for the first time, I was trying to go live I did YouTube, and then I was trying to go live on Facebook, and it never gives me any trouble, and then all of a sudden, it won't go live. I cannot go live. So I'm back to YouTube. Maybe this was fortuitous, serendipitous, one of those us's. I don't know. That's just crazy. Okay, well, let's be live on YouTube. I tried to get a note put on the group. We have a Facebook group called the Dementia with Grace Caregiver Support Group, and it's ongoing. It's 24/7. It's a group, and we talk, we commiserate, we celebrate, we do all of those things over there on inside our group, and it's a private group. And then every Thursday night, I go live on the page, the Dementia with Grace show page. And I make it that way so that, the page is public and anybody that wants to kind of come in for the group can. But that it's public. And then the support group itself is private. So I have that configured over there. And for whatever reason tonight, Facebook, I have been going live on Thursday nights for over a year, and I have never had happen to me what happened to me tonight. So I don't know, but I'll be here. I'm in my pearls and pajamas. I'm ready for a support group. I'm ready to talk about, the different roles and responsibilities that people have, how their brain regresses, all of those things we're going to talk about tonight. So I honestly don't know how this works as far as leaving me comments, so we'll try to figure it out. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, so y'all help me. Leave me a comment or get somebody that's watching, just at least just say hey so I can see kind of how this works. Jillian! Yay! Jillian! I thought I was all by myself, and there you are. Yay! And I had to see, I didn't know how the comments would go. So thank you for commenting. Everybody else just comment. Hey, junk lady. Hey. Yay. Okay. So I guess we're live on YouTube. I didn't know how this worked, but we can be live. If you have, hey, Linda Green. Hey, y'all. Jillian said, I didn't know either. It's my first time with YouTube Live. Me too, Jillian. So I was going to try this out as a platform. I do, I have my YouTube channel, and I have over 75 videos on here now. But I've never gone live. On here, I go live on Facebook. So I may be changing venues. I don't know. Leave me. Okay, so the way this works, if this is your first time to our support group, our live support group, you can leave a message. But just be aware that this is public. But if you have a question about dementia in general, or about your specific person with dementia specifically, you certainly can leave that if it's okay, if you're maybe under a different YouTube name or something like that. And I'll answer those questions. What I normally do is just do a little bit of housekeeping and tell who I am. I'll be doing that in 1 second. We do a little bit of a presentation, and then I go and answer questions that you might have. So let me tell you who I am. I'm Vicky Noland Fitch. I am a social worker and a certified dementia practitioner. I am the creator of the behavior management system, Dementia with Grace, and the book of the same name. The book is found on Amazon under Vicky Noland Fitch or Dementia with Grace. And what the book is it goes into detail somewhat about dementia, but about my behavior management system. I have been a social worker, dementia practitioner for 26 years. And I've worked in lots of different facilities. I've opened dementia units inside of facilities. And now I primarily am a consultant with different facilities. I don't work at one facility all the time. I consult with different facilities, skilled nursing facilities and assisted living facilities and families. That is something that has expanded in the last couple of years, that I now help families. I didn't put a description in here, so there's not a link, but if you look at any of my other videos on the Dementia with Grace channel, all the links are there, how to reach me. It's dementiawithgrace.com is the website, and on there you can find something we're going to talk about tonight. It's the Gather tool. It's the G inside of Grace. GRACE stands for gather important details, routine or reminisce, assess, calm, or excite. We go into that in the book, and there is a form inside the book, but you can get it for free. At dementiawithgrace.com, they'll say, it'll be several things, and it will say, get form, get book, get gather form, something like that. And so right there at the top, it says get gather form. Hit that, put in your email, and send you a PDF automatically of a 12-page questionnaire that you can use to ask questions of your person with dementia. That is what we talk about when we talk about gather important details. It's 12 pages full of all the questions that Google and I could come up with about your person with dementia. Most of the time in facilities, the social histories that I work with are front and back. They're front and back, and that's it. There's no detail about any of the particulars about a person's life. And so I developed this form to capture as much as I could think of. And it's a very robust form, and when you get it filled out, you can reminisce, and that's the R, routine or reminisce, and you can reminisce with your person with dementia about everything, about why they decided to go in the line of work they did, why they decided to marry who they married, how long they were married, how many kids they had, what's their favorite ice cream, what is their favorite snack, if they could have lunch with anybody in the world, who would it be, if money was no option, where would they travel, if money was no option, well, you know what I mean. It is fascinating to ask those questions of people. It's fascinating. And I learn a lot about people through that. And so I decided to make it free for everybody to get at the website. And that way you can have a little bit of a tool to help you start getting to know your person better. If it is somebody that you are professionally caregiving for and you don't know them, maybe this is the first few days that you've met them, it's a wonderful tool for professional caregivers to get knowledge. But I'm telling you, it's an invaluable tool for families because there's questions on there that families, you may not have ever thought to ask your person. What I teach is that you should pay very close attention to what lights up that person, what sets their soul on fire, what thing could they talk about for days and days and days, and you may know their thing. You may know their thing. They may already talk the paint off the walls about something. But oftentimes what I find is that people don't know those things. They don't know what really lights them up. And the diminishment of the dementia kind of makes people chatty and more talkative, more open to let you know what's going on, maybe some of the things that they never would have. Maybe they were always afraid to write or to paint or to do anything thinking, that's a silly thing. I shouldn't be thinking about that. I shouldn't be doing that. Well, now, because the dementia has lowered their inhibitions. Now that the dementia has lowered their inhibitions, they're more open with, I could try that. Yeah, I think I would like to sing. I think I would like to try to play the piano. I think I would like to do whatever. And you just never know what might come up. So I think it's interesting. Any questions? Y'all ask me some questions and I'll get you the answers, maybe. I've been doing this for a while, and let me tell you, I've seen just about everything. And if I haven't seen it, I've heard of it. And so nothing is going to embarrass me, but just be aware that if your YouTube channel is in your name, that your name will show as a comment. If you've got, silly monkey, then that's all that's going to show. So you're completely, private in that way. But if it says Sarah McAllister, then it's going to read Sarah McAllister on your comment, okay? Anything that you wish you could ask, you can private message me. It's Vicky, V-I-C-K-Y, at dementiawithgrace.com is my email, and I'd be happy to, I won't be able to answer it tonight, but I will respond back to your email as soon as I get a chance. So, does anybody have any questions? Let's start there. Is anybody else in their pearls and pajamas? That's usually something only I'm in. But I encourage everybody, listen, the way that I do this is the reason I do this is because not everybody can, wait, where did it go? Oh, would you type that question again? It just disappeared. Or, copy and paste it or something. So sorry. All I got was redirection doesn't work, so I didn't get that first part. I'll be quicker. On Facebook, it stays there until I read it on my Facebook Lives. But on this is my first time on YouTube live, so I've got to be quick. Thank you, Rush Girl 2112. Thank you. And I'll get it. See, it just disappears into the ether. We'll wait for her question. We've got a few eyeballs on us. If you've never subscribed to the channel, please do. I answer all kinds of questions, and I try to do little bitty videos that you can watch on your lunch break, that you can watch in the morning having a cup of coffee, or watch in the afternoon, when you're on some kind of a break, or at night. You can binge watch several of these because I try to keep them under 10 minutes. The older videos used to be more long form, but these new ones are shorter. Because I recognize that people, that time is a commodity for everybody, more so for someone caring for somebody with dementia. Okay, Dad hates where he lives now, and all he does is complain about it. Redirecting doesn't work. Distracting hasn't helped either. When he goes on a tangent, I can't shut him up. Whoo, that's some fast reading. Okay, all right. So what I hear, Rush Girl, is that your daddy does not like where he is. I'm assuming it's a facility. So what you do is respond to the feeling. Don't be afraid to bring up the fact that he's not happy there. He knows, okay, I moved him in with me. Thank you, Rush Girl, that helps. Okay, you respond to the feeling and you say, you're not bringing it up to him that he's unhappy, he's dissatisfied, he's, not where he wants to be. So go ahead and put it out in the open and say, respond to the feeling. If there's a feeling of frustration, if there's a feeling of, I'm not bad enough to have to live with my daughter, thank you very much, I could live on my own. Whatever, if you're sensing frustration, if you're sensing anger, if you're sensing a feeling of loss, okay, wonderful, Rush Girl. Then you respond to those feelings. Dad, I know it's got to be so frustrating for you not to be able to live on your own. I would hate that. I am so glad that I have the room for you to come and live with me. I'm so glad that, I can make the sacrifice for you to come and live with me. I'm thrilled about that, or whatever you are. Maybe you're angry about it too. Be honest. So you know what? This is not my ideal situation either, Daddy, but this is where we are. This is where the disease has brought us. Make it about the disease. Don't make it about anything else. I want to go home when I can go home. There's a whole video on going home. It's called Home is a Feeling, Not a Place. Home is a feeling, not a place. He might go back to his absolute childhood home, his home of a young adulthood, his home of 5 years ago, and he might not be satisfied there either because the disease is taking so much from him. It's taking away what home can be. Independence. Home is a feeling of independence. Home is a feeling of comfort. Maybe he's not exactly comfortable where he is. He might wish that he had more room or something like that. Oh, you're so welcome, Rush Girl. So you respond to the feeling behind it and just get it out in the open. I don't know where he is, the stage, if he's early, middle, late, I don't know where he falls, but probably middle. Jillian's a great resource. Jillian is a friend of mine over on the group. And listen, Rush Girl, come over there and join the group. It's on Facebook, and it's Dementia with Grace Caregiver Support Group. It's a private, free group, and we just support each other over there. And I've met Jillian. I've met so many people through that group. If y'all hear a cat, you're not hearing things. That is my cat. Her name is Contessa, and she is in this room, and she is wanting in my lap, and I can't get her. Moderate stage, functioning well, but needs supervision. I'll join. Thanks so much. You're so welcome, Rush Girl. And listen, there's a load of videos on here. Oh, look, Contessa, Rush Girl said hello. She'll meow here. She said hello, Rush Girl. She knows we've been doing these lives for a year and a half now. A year something, not a whole year and a half. Okay, Jillian, go for it. I'll read real fast. Hey, sweetheart. Jillian's typing us a question. I'm so excited. I wish you didn't have to type it one time at a time. That's okay, Emily. I see that text. So Jillian is typing up her question. And I want to tell y'all, I talked with the CEO of the company of my baby doll today. I was so excited to talk with him, and he is a fabulous person. He has dementia in his family. And he said, it says that on the website, the website is dhbeacon.com, and that's where you can find the baby. We had lost the baby. The baby has always been able to be purchased on Amazon, and all of a sudden Amazon was saying it was no longer available, and I had no idea how to reach this company. Well, they reached out to me today after seeing my my baby doll video, the review of their baby doll, and so they reached out to me today, and it was a fabulous conversation. It was just a fabulous conversation. I could tell the passion and the heart of this man. Hello, Emily. I could tell the passion and the heart of him, and I loved it. Mama has had a flare-up with osteoarthritis, so she doesn't really know how to describe the symptoms, and so she's crying more at night, and she's mad at night about everything. She probably does have latent pain. People with dementia experience pain and express pain differently. That she's telling you that she's had a flare-up, or or the facility knows that she's had a flare-up of her osteoarthritis, would clue me in as a consultant to get her something routine for pain. I can't write medical orders. I have to get the nurses to call the doctor and all that kind of thing. But good, and they did an X-ray on her hip. But she needs something routine for pain. If she has something like osteoarthritis already, in my opinion, she should be getting something for pain routine. There should not be an order for a PRN, which means as needed. Because a PRN requires you to ask for a pain pill. It requires you to say, I am having pain, and they would say, on level 1 to 10, where is it? A person with dementia does not have that kind of insight, and they cannot, they don't need Jillian says, but she already has it in her knees and wrists, and yes, they did PRN. She does not need a PRN. She needs something routine. That's your thing. Yeah, okay, Jillian, I remember your medical. Yeah. Well, you just need to tell them, Jillian, you're her mouth, and you're her advocate. And so you just need to say, listen, if she's got a diagnosis of osteoarthritis, she may have latent pain that she cannot express. And so I would like to have her on something routine and get them to call the doctor. But, Jillian says, get them to call the doctor and say, she probably needs something routine for pain. But I'm going to listen to what you say. Thank you. Emily is my daughter. Yay. It is MAC red. Everybody asks me all the time about what lipstick color I'm wearing. I only wear a few. I wear Ruby Woo. That's MAC. I wear MAC Hooray for Holiday, which is probably what this is, and a Stoplight, something. So I'll give you the update of my lipstick while Jillian's typing, because she had a big butt right there that said, but, comma, so I know more is coming. On Facebook, it just, everybody types of everything, and I just catch up to it when I can. But I may not know what I'm doing or something, but this is not showing me that, it shows the message, and then it's gone. Hey, Betty. Hey, everybody. How do you not go nuts when they keep repeating the same question? The word for that is perseveration, Rush Girl, and there's a whole video on perseveration. What it is you become the calmest person in the room. I have another video on that. You become the calmest person in the room, and you know that between the two of you, you have the intact brain, but they have a broken brain. And so their broken brain cannot get off of that sometimes. I'll teach you a trick. I'll tell you a trick in a second. But watch that video on perseveration and just know that it's just like if you get an earworm, if you get a song, and now you've got that song stuck in your head all day long. Okay, imagine that. Emily said, tap the screen may bring the comments back up. It doesn't. Her hallucinations are getting worse, forming sentences and all. I feel she's going downhill, and she keeps taking off without her walker. That's all I can get. The pain could be making her hallucinations worse. Absolutely. Absolutely, Jillian. You remember when we talk about assess, we talk about pick 'em: pain, infection, constipation, environment, med change. It's all in the book. I'll show it to you here if I can. But the pain can absolutely make things worse. Can y'all see this? Pain, infection, constipation, environment, med change. I think it's backwards. I can't fix it. Sorry, y'all. First time YouTube live, so I'll figure it out. But pain is number one. If they have a new behavior or worsening behavior, so her hallucinations are getting worse, it could be the pain. It could be that she's on a routine pain medicine and it's made her constipated. You know, something like that. So you want to look, and there's a video on this. Look, there's 75-something videos on here, so there's all kind of videos. But yeah, I would call them. You know, you could call them tonight and tell them, you know what, I talked to my person. Yeah, Jillian, and if it's in her hip, she's probably the up and down during the day is her trying to get pressure off of that hip. If that hip is got osteoarthritis in it now, I would call the nurses tonight and say, I talked to my dementia coordinator and, you know, my dementia consultant, and she suggested something routine for pain. All they can do is say no. And if you are the sponsor and you are requesting it, then that's just what needs to happen. She needs something routine for pain. She cannot ask for a pain medicine, right? That's what I would do. I would call up there and say, you know, boom. There you go, Jillian. Yay. All right. Any other questions? Who's on that hasn't said hello? When you come on, say hello. I'm so sorry. You're so welcome, Jillian. I'm so sorry that the Facebook Live wouldn't go. If you've come over from the group, I put a note because it would not let me go live on Facebook tonight. So if you're joining us for the first time on YouTube, it's our first time too. Oh, Jillian, thank you. Jillian says, hi, Emily, your mother is amazing. Emily is amazing. Y'all, caregivers are so amazing. So amazing. This is what I do. I do it for y'all. Good. Oh, thank you, Jillian. Yay. Good. All right, so somebody tell me, hey, if this is your first time here on live with us on YouTube, say hello if you want to. I would love to say hello to you. I would love to answer any questions that you might have. We're only going to stay on a little bit longer. So I normally go about an hour over on YouTube, but I really do need to try to go live over there if I can. I just don't know if it's going to let me. I tried and tried and tried. Because I always go early, like 10 minutes till, you know, just to check the signal and check everything and make sure that I'm okay live. And I don't know. I'm going to do tomorrow's video this whole week. I do videos Monday through Friday, and this whole week we've talked about the why series. Why does my person with dementia do this? Why does my person do that? Tomorrow, I'm going to talk exclusively about this baby doll, this one right here. All right, bye, baby. Bye, Jillian. You text me later and let me know what they said, or you private message me, whatever. So anyway, we're going to talk all about the baby tomorrow, the baby doll. Oh, Valerie says, I could not type a response to the YouTube channel. Well, listen, we'll figure it out, Valerie. I'm so sorry. We'll figure it out. We'll get it on. You know, we had to figure out Facebook Live too. And we finally figured all that out. So we'll figure this out. I love what I do. I love who I do it for. And, you know, it just is amazing to me from my little bitty town, small town, Alabama, that we can get on, I can get on this iPhone that I also use as a telephone and a calculator and an alarm clock. And I can broadcast live to everybody. And it's just amazing to me. And it's a blessing, and I want to take advantage of that and help folks. Rush Girl said, it shows you have such a beautiful and positive disposition. Oh, thank you. I love what I do. And my daddy always said that I was born with a belly full of joy. And so I do. And, you know, I have not been a caregiver of one person with dementia. I'm a caregiver of hundreds of people with dementia. In my 26 years, I have taken care of countless people. And I just love what I do. That's why I wrote the book. That's why I do these lives. That's why I have the YouTube channel and the Facebook group, so that people feel supported and they feel understood and they feel that they have a place to take their questions and get answers. And not just answers, but support and, you know, and love. This is a hard, hard journey, and I know that. And I just want to be the arm around the shoulder, like you can talk, like you're talking to the next door neighbor or, you know, a girlfriend, and just, but I'm the girlfriend who has been a dementia coordinator and practitioner and consultant for 26 years. So it's amazing to me. I love it. All right, any questions? Oh, Linda Green. I'm from Alabama too. Thank you for all you do. You are so welcome. I am right in the backyard of the University of Alabama, Linda Green. I'm not very far from there at all. Roll Tide, by the way. You might be a War Eagle. I don't know. All right, any other questions? I would love to answer questions. Let me get me something to drink. And listen, if y'all love this, if y'all like having it on YouTube, I could do it once a week on YouTube and once a week on Facebook maybe. We'll figure something out. You know, I have to manage my energy too, but I'll figure something out. For those of you that are new to us, yay! Okay, I just got a text from Jillian that she got it changed to routine. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. When somebody has a standing order, if it's a standing order, that's a routine order, then they get it every 4 hours, every 6 hours, and it may just be every 6 hours times 10 days or something like that. That could be the way the order is written. So it would happen because the doctor may say, you know, this is an acute something, da, 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 we just need to have it routine for X amount of time. They may think that the pain medicine would cause GI upset, stomach upset, or something like that, and they may only order it for a short amount of time. But if I see somebody with osteoporosis, okay, junk, I got to read this fast. Loved one does not want anyone to go to the doctor appointment with him next week. Do I insist I go along? This is husband. Yes, you can absolutely insist that you go along and just say, you know, it's hard for me to remember what all the doctor tells me, and I think we just need to probably have two people listening to what the doctor says. Try to put it like that, or just say, it just worries me if I don't know what he says. You know, make it about you. Make it about what you need. If he's still high enough to go to the doctor by himself, then he's high enough to where, you know, you're not going to be able you're not going to be able to pull one over on him. I mean, you just need to be honest and just say, you know, the last time I didn't get all the information I needed, and so I feel like I need to go with you this time and see what he'll do. Okay, so what I was saying about routine pain medicine, sometimes doctors won't order it routine. But if I see somebody that has osteoarthritis, degenerative joint disease, regular arthritis, anything that is a known pain issue, I always try to get something routine. Something, because a person cannot ask for something when they're in pain if they also have dementia. It's the way that their mind works. They have a broken brain. But I also understand sometimes you can't have a routine pain medicine because of constipation issues. because of lots of GI issues, and so that's a known entity too. So I mean, knowing that there is pain and there could be pain. Edith says, love your show. Any tricks for taking care of the opposite sex, especially helping them in the bathroom? Sometimes I get confused with the wife and I'm actually the daughter-in-law. That happens all the time. You know, my suggestion is to try to have a conversation about something else while you are helping them take care of their most private issues. Oh, yay. Oh, Edith, that's so sweet. So yeah, while you're taking care of a very intimate issue, try to have a conversation about the weather or about something that totally takes it away. You know, when you have to go to the gynecologist and have your annual pap smear, what does he talk about? He talks about the weather. He talks about his kids. He asks you about your kids. I mean, it's just a very private moment, and we as individuals don't do well with private moments. We just don't. And then when somebody has dementia and it's your father-in-law and you're having to take care of his toileting needs, then, you know, you just need to change the subject and talk about something completely different so that you both have your minds on something pleasant and not intimate. You know, you need to give him as much privacy as things will allow. You might have to change to, I know this is a bathroom issue and this is our first live on here, but listen, I believe in shaking hands with the truth. Get you some adult washcloths. You can order them on Amazon, and they're disposable. And so you can get it good and soapy and wet, clean everything up in the undercarriage, and then throw it away. So that you don't have to spend a lot of time in that private area. It will help you and him. If there is some arousal in a bath time or a toileting time, yes, Edith, then if there is some arousal, again, you need to talk about something else. Stacy Potter says, can't get it to work. Stacy, I don't know. Are you trying to leave a comment? Because you just did. Robin Cherry says, hi, are there any safe anti-anxiety drugs for folks with dementia? Not really. An anti-anxiety most anti-anxieties are benzodiazepines. And benzodiazepines are contraindicated in the elderly. So are anything like a Benadryl or something else that you would give. Sometimes people can. My trick on this is an old beta blocker called Verapamil. Verapamil, Verapamil, P-A-M-I-L. Get it close and Google will help you. But it's an old heart drug. It's actually a beta blocker, and it can be used to very good effect to calm down somebody with dementia. And it's not an anti-anxiety, because an anti-anxiety, a benzodiazepine, can actually exacerbate it, the anxiety. My dad's doctor put him on Lexapro for anxiety, but it's an antidepressant. It did wonders for him. Exactly. Lexapro is a very good one. It's an older antidepressant, and it can be very good. Yeah. But Verapamil is an old, it may be a vasodilator. It's either a beta blocker or a vasodilator. I am a social worker, a medical social worker, not a nurse, although I have been doing medical social work for 26 years. I still don't know everything there is to know about every drug in the world like nurses do. So antipsychotics, anti-anxieties, all of those can be used to good effect in people with dementia if somebody knows what they're doing. But in general, an anti-anxiety, a benzodiazepine, is contraindicated in a person with dementia and can exacerbate the dementia. That's what I was going to say. That's why they say there's a class action lawsuit pending for people with Ambien. With Ambien, there's a class action lawsuit pending with the makers of Ambien because some people have said that they felt like that it exacerbated their person's dementia. So, and it's not a benzodiazepine; it's a hypnotic. So yeah, I mean, medicines hit people with dementia harder. And so you have to, somebody that's going to be prescribing an antipsychotic or something like that, they really need to know the nuances of how it works in the dementia brain. So, all right, any other questions? We're losing eyes. So, please, if you are just jumping on, please come over to Facebook to the Dementia with Grace Caregiver Support Group. It's a free private group. We talk about all kinds of things over there. And normally I go live on Facebook. But I also have a YouTube channel. And I've seen this little live thing all the time. And so tonight when I couldn't go live on Facebook, I was like, let me see if I can go live on YouTube. I had already done a tease on YouTube to come live and go over there on Facebook. And then Facebook wouldn't let me. They're like, oh, no. So here I am. So join the group. Subscribe to this page. If you are not already a subscriber, subscribe to the page. Share this video or share my channel with anyone in your life, in your orbit, that is dealing with dementia. I treat everyone with dementia with joy, not with sorrow. I don't enter a room. I don't enter a conversation. I don't enter a relationship feeling sorry for the person. I enter the relationship excited for the opportunity to meet the person and to meet their needs, to understand what's going on with them and meet their needs. There's always, always, always something that remains, always, all the way down deep into 6 and 7. There is the soul of a person that remains. I believe that we have a body and a soul. We have a brain and a mind. And the mind and the soul is unfazed by dementia. The brain and the body are assaulted by dementia. It leaves the soul and the mind alone. And if you can learn how to tap into that, it is amazing. It's amazing the connection that you can make. And they are starving for that connection and need that connection. So I want to be here to teach you how to make that connection. Okay? All right. I'm going to jump off. Very good to see all of y'all tonight on YouTube. I was very excited to get to do this and do something different. It's very exciting. I am going to try to jump on live on Facebook right quick just to say hey to everybody there. So if you want to follow me on over to Facebook, it's just the Dementia with Grace show page is where the show goes live. And the Dementia with Grace Caregiver Support Group is for the caregivers, okay? All right.